What's up? So today is going to be another story time video, and this has been long awaited. I'm going to state the obvious that I got my hair cut. As you can see, it's a lot shorter and it's not that reddish purple color anymore. It's more brown. Well, it looks really red because of my lighting, but it's just a natural looking brown. But anyways, now flip the long intro, let's get into the interesting story time. As you can see by the title, this is going to be a story about how I was the side chick. And of course, I wasn't aware that I was the side chick. I wasn't intentionally out to be a side chick, but I was one. Without further ado, here is the story. This story takes place in early fall, up until my birthday, which was October 9th. So it was actually semi-recent. I am a barista and I was working 2 jobs at the time. I was picking up some shifts at the sports bar because that was a really fun job and I enjoyed doing it. So while working there, I met this guy, and we're gonna call this guy Paul. Me and my friends actually called him Paul all the time because he looked like Paul Walker, a lot like Paul Walker, so that is why we called him Paul, but that's not his real name, so I guess I can call him Paul. So I met Paul while I was a waitress at this sports bar, and he used to go in there all the time with his work buddies. So a lot of the times I was their server, and he was really flirty, and I thought he was really cute. Obviously, he looked like Paul Walker, so I mean, put 2 and 2 together there, of course I am going to think he's cute. But anyways, we would just flirt sometimes, and I would be his waitress and he would tip me really well, and I liked all his friends. They were all cool, and they would all joke around too, being like, oh, you guys should totally go on a date sometime. As time went on, he ended up asking for my number, so of course I gave it to him because I thought he was really cool and really attractive and I wanted to get to know him. So I gave him my number and we agreed that we were gonna go out sometime. He texted me and we ended up going out. I can't remember where we went. We hung out at the sports bar that I worked at a couple times with all his buddies and everything, just because it was a very familiar atmosphere. So I would go there when I wasn't on the clock and I would hang out with them and we would just, get to know each other. We would text and flirt, and we were texting every day. He would come to my coffee stand every morning, and he was pretty much like, you know what, I like you, and I really could see you being my girlfriend soon. And then he started introducing me as his girlfriend to new friends that I hadn't met yet, so I was just kind of like, okay, that's a little soon. It's kind of weird how he was rushing things because I'm the type of person that doesn't like to just jump into a relationship. I've never really done that before. I've only had 2 boyfriends that I actually called my boyfriend in my life, so obviously I'm not one to just talk to someone for a day or 2 and then call them my boyfriend. Anyways, he was referring to me as his girlfriend and I didn't really care. Like, whatever, he was hot and he was cool, so I didn't really care. I didn't see how it would hurt anything. We continued going out, hanging out a lot, and when it got closer to my birthday, he invited me to a Seahawks game, and so I went to the Seahawks game with him, and I started just picking up really weird vibes. He was always on his phone, like all the time, and he would leave a lot to answer his phone. Like, he would never answer the phone next to me. He would always ignore it and then call them back away from me, or he would just walk away to answer his phone, which I thought that was a little bit weird, but I didn't think much of it because he seemed very, very genuine, and he seemed like he really liked me, and he knew exactly what to say to make a girl think that he was being genuine. While we're at the Seahawks game, I start picking up weird vibes. I could just kind of tell by his using his phone and everything, so I was kind of standoffish at the game, and we continued hanging out a couple times after that game, and I was very standoffish. Like, I'd had my guard up for sure, and I also started noticing it was very weird that he never wanted me to go to his apartment. He was actually up here where I live on a job, and he was actually originally from about 3 hours away from me. So he was staying in an apartment while he was while he was here, and I thought it was weird because he never wanted me to go there. Like, that was not an option. If we wanted to make dinner or something, we would come to my apartment, which was way farther away from where he was working, like a 30 to 40 minute drive. So I was like, why can't we just go to your apartment? Like, thought it was super weird. And he was like, no, 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 like, I don't want you to see my apartment. It's messy. Just giving me weird excuses, you know. One day, he was texting me, and he sent me a conversation, like a screenshot of our conversation, to show me that my iMessages were not working. And I actually still have the screenshot, so I will find it. With the things I've been through in the past, I did not care at all about the fact that my iMessages were not working. My eyes went straight to the fact that my name in his phone was Gary. Yeah, my name was Gary in his phone. Yeah, here's the screenshot, and do you see this? Gary? Do I look like a Gary to you? Naturally, I freaked out. I'm like, dude, what's going on? Like, why the is my name Gary in your phone? Do you have a girlfriend? Like, tell me the truth right now, because you look shady as. He was like, no, 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 like, it's not what you think. I don't have a girlfriend. Why would I hide that from you? I've taken you around my friends. I have nothing to hide. You can ask me anything. You can ask any of my friends anything, like, whatever you want. His excuse was that, oh, I don't want guys to know, or I don't want people to know who I'm texting when I'm at work. And I was like, you're literally the boss. Like, can they even question that? No. Do they care? No. You're just a liar. I was just kind of like very put off by that, and my friends were like, well, he seems so genuine, like there's no way that he could be doing that, because I did bring him around my friends, and they all thought he was so cool and so nice. And I mean, it was just kind of weird that he was so into me and like calling me his girlfriend if he really had another girlfriend. So everyone was like, just give him the benefit of the doubt, Grace. You're just paranoid because of your last relationships that you've had and what guys have done to you in the past. So just give him a chance. And honestly, that was so stupid of me to listen to them and continue talking to this guy, because I wanted to cut him off right then and there. And I should have. And I feel like an idiot that I didn't. I only gave him one more chance. Just sitting here editing this right now, and I'm like, seriously, Grace, you're such an idiot for giving me another chance. I wish I could slap myself. I'm sorry. It was to go to my birthday party, and I still was not feeling him anymore, but I was kind of like, you know what, my friends really want me to give him a chance, so I will let him come to my birthday party even though I'm not into it. He comes to my birthday party, and right off the bat, he doesn't want to talk to my parents, which they were there. He doesn't want to sit at my table with my friends. He doesn't want to get to know everyone, which was very weird. But he ended up coming over and sitting with us, and he was just quiet the whole time. And I was just having an attitude because I already thought he was a piece of crap, you know, like he was a douche. I was giving him an attitude. Anytime he would talk to me, I just like instant sass, because I mean, that's who I am. I'm a sassy girl. It's like coming to the end of being at the sports bar for my birthday, and we're about to go to another sports bar. He randomly gets crazy and grabs my arm, and he's like, hey, you need to stop your attitude. And I was like, excuse me? I'm just trying to figure out if you know who the f you're talking to right now. He really had the audacity to tell me that I was having an attitude when he's not my boyfriend. I do not care about him at this point. And I'm like, why are you telling me to stop having an attitude on my birthday? And he's like, you're just being really sassy, and you need to talk to me like a normal human being, and just going on and on. And I just like lost it. I was pissed. Like, it's my birthday, and you're really gonna sit here and tell me what to do when you're in the wrong because you are shady. So basically, I scoop my chair back and I stand up, and I'm like, I don't even want to talk to you. I don't even want you here. And he's like, well, then I'm not going to the next sports bar. And I'm like, that's perfectly fine. You're not invited. Bye. I like storm out right after that. Everyone's just staring like, Yikes. He immediately starts calling me, blowing up my phone, texting me, being like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to ruin your birthday, but you were just so sassy, I can't deal with it. And I'm like, you know what, you don't need to deal with it because I'm not going to deal with you. And you're shady, I can tell, I can just feel it, I just had a gut feeling. So I shut him down, I blocked him on everything, and that was that. Like, I have not seen him since. And then about a month or two ago, I was hanging out with my friend Tabitha, and she also knows him because she worked at the sports bar with me, and she was talking to me, and she was like, so whatever happened with you and Paul? And I was like, oh, he was a douche. Like, I just got really bad vibes from him, and I just could tell he wasn't a good guy. So she was like, was he ever weird about you going to his apartment? And I was like, yeah, like, I never went there. I thought it was so weird. And she was like, yeah, that's probably because he's been dating a girl for 5 years. What? Come again? 5 years he's had a girlfriend? And he's over here calling me his girlfriend and taking me out around his friends. What? What do you mean? Of course I had the bad vibes, but I really didn't think he had a girlfriend in a long... Oh. I really didn't think that he had a long-term girlfriend. Like, what? I thought maybe he was a player and was talking to multiple girls, but I did not expect that. So, yeah, he is just disgusting, and I regret ever talking to him. He has no idea that I even know because I had already blocked him. I didn't want to give him the satisfaction of me even contacting him again. So he has no idea I know, but I do, and I think he's a slime bag. So if you're watching this, Paul, you're a slime bag. And yeah, so that's my story about how I was the side chick, and I just hope you guys can learn something from this, that not all guys mean everything they say, and guys can be very, very good at manipulating you. Because I, for one, definitely thought he was a great guy when I first met him. There are plenty of fish in the sea, and he turned out to be a bottom feeder, so... Yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will make some more story time videos for you guys, because I know you love them. And thumbs this video up for more, and I will see you guys in my next one.